Oh!
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Now improvising. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get it to the marker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Noles are on the move. Let's go. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
To the air, it's Castellanos using the quick game. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the art.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting off the defender. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Finds his tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, just going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds.
Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride Davis here. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing bring the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember,
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
that is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Big play for both of these teams early in this season opener. It's third and goal. The inside handoff. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Quarterback keeper. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's Whittington. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Gonna run it. It's Whittington. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Looking to the big tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Stewart. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Ducks are marching down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And the defense was locked in. You can tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Moore will throw. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes it.
There he goes. He's up to 86 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
You know, it's funny because that play worked out well, so the offensive coordinator, he looks like a genius. But if it didn't work well, everybody's yelling, wow, that's a conservative call. What are you doing? It's third down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Moore to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 14 to Mississippi State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He lobs one high down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Moore will throw. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got a man. It's McCoy. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's brought down, and this freshman is not afraid to take a shot. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. All by himself down the middle. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Noles will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They'll try the run. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Moore to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 seconds.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. Quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left.
Man, that hurts. If you're the offensive coordinator, you need to come up with a completion or a 1st down. The quarterback had all day to throw that football. He had well over 6 seconds to throw that thing from the pocket. Incredible job in pass pro. Somebody's got to get open, but the quarterback has got to be more accurate when you've got that much time. Incomplete now sets up 4th down.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. It's complete to the right. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch. But I shot finding a crease to go get that 1st and Dave. There's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that 6th sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that 1st down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce.
And to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time. A lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job. Get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end. He does the rest and gets in for 6.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. Moore will throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
But this time, tight game, hoping to get... Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Moore to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Defense in press coverage. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Looking to pass. It's Sperry. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna look downfield again. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Dropping back, it's Berry. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Listen, sometimes you know as a quarterback, I got to scramble. I get outside the pocket. Nothing's there. Live to fight another down. Good job not forcing the football. Incompletion, move on.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll immediately call timeout. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. He's looking to pass. Bringing the heat. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Moore to the air. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, but now you get no points. And defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and 3rd.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Jet sweep pass. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Quarterback keeps it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Snap of this drive comes from the 32. Moore will throw. Under fire. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Jukes his way for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch.
He tries to take the top off. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory.